Start soon. What's good? We're about to start soon. I'm doing my spiritual aesthetic right now. Good day outside today. It's a good day. We're about to start. We're about to start. It's cold. We're about to start. Oh man. It's cold out here, bro. All right, you guys. So today we're doing an emotional intelligence practice. If you a man and you feel numb inside, if you can't feel, this is for you. This is for you. Greetings. Yo, it's cold as shit out here, bro. We're supposed to start at 3:30 where I'm at. Where you guys from? If you want to become emotionally intelligent, this is the live. If you a male or female and you feel numb, you can't cry, but you just reacting out of anger, and you don't know why, this live is for you. From Wyoming. What's up with you? If you feel disconnected from yourself, this live is for you. If you feel disconnected from your emotions, from your body, this is for you. What's up, brother? Where you from? I'm from Philly. So today I hope that this live will be useful for you guys. This will be helpful. This will be useful. And hopefully you can take this. Yes, I do believe in God. Hopefully you can take this little practice and practice this in your daily life. We're about to get into this in the next, I'm going to start like in the next 4 minutes. But where y'all from? Yo, it's cold as shit out here, bro. Ugh. What's good? I'm about to get back into boxing. What's your favorite animal? That's a good question. I don't know. My favorite animal. That's a good question. I gotta think about that. It's cold as crap, bro. All right. You know what? I'm gonna get started. Let's get started. You see Jake Paul fight? Is fighting. Yeah, I heard about that. But I guess it'll be entertaining. You know what I mean? But I'm not taking it seriously, like that. Like in the sense of like Anthony Joshua really put the work in. Like he really is someone. You say it'll be scripted. Yeah, probably most likely because they're not really. They not really. Well, I'm not saying like he don't got any skill sets, but it's just, oh shit, it's cold as shit out here. All right, y'all. So let's start. AJ big, yeah, he definitely is, bro. Yo, Bull, big as shit. I think Bull going, yo, that joint, it better be scripted. I remember the first time, and we all about to start this, right? The first time I ever started boxing when I started like, we're talking about around like 2007, and my first time ever getting in the ring, nigga, like, I was like, yo, do I want to do this? Do I really want to box? Like, for real? Like, but as you spar, you get a lot better. You get a lot better. If you ain't used to getting hit, shit, it's gonna feel like something else. All right, y'all, so we about to start this, and so if you haven't cried in a long time, if you feel disconnected from your emotions, if you feel numb, but you want to feel again, this live is for you. And so the intention of this live is this. We're going to do a simple emotional intelligence practice to help you feel your numbness. We're not going to judge our emotions. We're not going to judge our numbness. We're not trying to fix ourselves, but we're trying to feel actually what's underneath our numbness in our body. That's the intention of this live. Now, and so maybe you got to go somewhere that's quiet, because when we do the practice, after I explain to you numbness, I want you to go sit somewhere, like to yourself, where no one's around. You know, all right, so let's just keep this shit simple, right? So let's just keep this shit simple, right? Numbness is a part. Numbness is a part of your personality. I'm sorry, numbness. If you feel numbness, your numbness is not the absence of your emotions. Your numbness is protecting a part of underneath your numbness is protecting the more vulnerable parts of your emotions. You can see numbness as it's a protector part of your personality, right? And it's protecting you from let's look at some of the emotions that it's protecting you from. So a lot of times, whenever any of us is feeling numb, what does numbness feel like in your body? What does numbness feel like in your own body? In my body, numbness, that's a certain sensation that we feel inside our bodies, right? Maybe we feel like fog in our head. Yup, the lack of anything. Yup, you don't really feel anything, right? Sometimes you don't feel anything, but even not feeling anything is feeling something. It's something is there. So for me, for example, right? You feel like a block. You feel foggy, right? That's a part that could be a part of your personality protecting you. You ever feel like you shutting down? When you shutting down in your body, when you get scared, right? There's a part of your personality, there's a part of you that just shuts down. Yep. So that part of you, someone said, well, for me, it often feels like I want to cry, but I can't. See, there's a part of your personality, right, that just it shuts you down from actually feeling underneath that. So you wanting to cry, your protector part of you is preventing you from crying. It's protecting you from these things. It's protecting you from your sadness, from your loneliness, your fear, whatever it is that triggered that in that moment. It's protecting these emotions: sadness, loneliness, fear, maybe a longing, disappointment, grief. Maybe you can't grieve, right? Because there's a part of you that's afraid for you to feel those emotions, because what it meant, what happened to you if you did in childhood. Maybe underneath that numbness is feelings of feeling unworthy, feeling too much, or feeling not enough. And so today, what we're going to try to do today, right? Now, don't just take this. So let's just say we do the practice, right? And nothing happens. The point of this is to practice feeling. But this is just to help you guys, to get you guys started, right? Okay. Now, so what your protector part fear, right? Maybe your protector, maybe this part of you wherever it is in your body, right? However that shows up in your life, right? Whenever you get triggered by something, or just like a fear that you fear, whatever it is, right? What if like somebody come up here with a gun, something like that, right? There's a part of me that's gonna shut down. I'm gonna go into fight or flight mode, right? Either I'm gonna run or I'm gonna defend myself, right? But in that moment, it's this part of me. It's like bam, like it's shutting me down, and I gotta protect myself, run, do whatever I gotta do. But these part of you developed, but there's a difference between the fight or flight when there's like real danger, and then there's the developmental trauma, the developmental trauma that happens, where these parts of us, because we were afraid to express our emotions to our parents, showed up. Maybe we feared criticism, judgment from our parents, right? You don't think those are reactions, not emotions. No, those are pretty much, those are the first reactions you feel, right? Because the emotions are the more vulnerable parts of you. It's probably a lot of times those are just the reactions. What we do is the reaction, right? That's the protective part of us, reacting, right? The emotional part is under that. That's the vulnerable part of you, right? So the protector, this protecting part of you, right, is if it could be afraid for you to hurt again. How many of you guys, right? How many of you guys were afraid that if you feel your sadness, disappointment, or longing, you feel more exposed? How many of you are afraid to feel, right? So there's a part of you that's afraid for you to feel sadness, disappointment, or longing because you're going to feel exposed. You don't want to feel exposed, right? So this numbness stops you from actually feeling that sadness because you're afraid of being exposed or being seen as weak or being seen as needy. And this protector was formed in childhood. Okay? But I ain't gonna get really deep into all of that, but I'm just want to help you guys. Maybe this part of you is protecting you from fear of abandonment or rejection, right? Maybe it's protecting you from feeling the deeper need for connection, closeness, or support. Maybe it's protecting you from feeling powerlessness. And so maybe that numbness is protecting you from feeling powerless. How many of you guys are afraid to look weak? How many of you guys are afraid to look weak, to look powerless? It's understandable that you feel that way because you were never allowed to feel that, because what it meant if you were to feel that in childhood. What did that mean for you personally? Bro. Here's one for all of us guys, right? The fear of needing someone. This protector fears the vulnerability of wanting closeness, wanting affection, wanting reassurance or support, because we associate being in those emotions as unsafe. And our protector is pretty much protecting us from the feelings of being needy, exposed, rejected. How many of you guys feel like you can't let another dude see you looking a certain way? How many of y'all feel like that? You can't let, I'm from the hood, right? I'm from Philly, bro. I feel you. I'm really from the hood, right? I still live there. My own choice. But my point is, how many of us are afraid? How many of us are afraid to be vulnerable? We're afraid to say that we really want closeness. We're really afraid of getting close and feeling that rejection. How about this? The fear of anger. Sometimes your numbness, because the protector is blocking your anger, you're never allowed to express. How many of us in childhood was never allowed to express our anger? We felt like we couldn't express our anger. Why? Because why? Our moms thought we were what? Being smart, right? Talking back, showing disrespect, right? And so we didn't, so we shut down. We formed this protective part. You know what? I'm not gonna act this way with my mom, right? I'm gonna go in the room and start yelling and screaming, saying I hate my mom, shit like that, right? And so the point of this is for you guys to understand that the reason why you feel numbness, the reason why you feel this numbness, this part of you is protecting these more vulnerable emotions. And these more vulnerable emotions, you need to feel these things. You need to feel these things because this is the other parts of your personality that you rejected, denied, and disowned that you need to bring back into your awareness. You got to sit with it. This is what we're going to do today. Sitting with it, feeling it, understanding it. And that way you can integrate it in your life now. So let's get right into it now. So if you are in a room somewhere, stay in the room. So I want you to stay in the room. If you're in your room, stay in your room. Now, I'm just doing like a general practice, right? Because I'm not with you guys individually. A lot of these could be customized to each person based upon, our own personal rapport. But for the sake of this live, this is just something to get you guys going. To start feeling your emotions and start feeling your numbness and all these ways that you've protected yourself from feeling these more vulnerable emotions. And I understand it was not safe, right? Because what it meant for your actual life or the story you told yourself or what it meant to feel these emotions, which made sense. It didn't feel safe when you were younger, but now you are older. And if you don't begin to feel your emotions, you can see how it's actually ruining your life, ruining your relationships, because you're not aware of how it's showing up and how it's, sabotaging your relationships. And I can go deeper into that, but let's just do the practice. So let's say right now, if you are sitting somewhere by yourself, sit somewhere by yourself and just listen to my voice. Close your eyes, listen to my voice. God damn, bro. All right. Just close your eyes, listen to my voice. No one should be typing. You only type when we done. So I just want you to sit down. I want you to breathe into your nose, right? I want you to breathe in 4 seconds and then breathe out. Okay, I just want you to sit. And right now, what we're trying to do is I want you to be present in your body. I want you to sit down, maybe close your eyes, maybe, and bring awareness to your body. Bring awareness to your body. Okay? I want you to breathe. Breathe in your nose and then breathe out in your mouth. So just sit, breathe in your nose and breathe out your mouth. And I want you to close your eyes and bring attention to your body. That's all I want you to do right now. Now, what I want you to do, I want you to notice areas in your life. I said your life, in your body. I want you to notice certain sensations in your body. Where do you feel the most tension in your body? Where do you feel the most heaviness in your body? Let's say you don't feel anything. That's okay. But just sit with whatever you feel. Okay, if your balls just sit and feel your balls. I know you're trolling, but where do you feel sensations at in your body? Your eyes are closed. You're focused on your body. Bring all your awareness to the part of your body that feels more heavy, or whatever sensation that you associate with numbness. That feels like it's blocking you from crying, or blocking you from feeling this. You can say this. It's like a pull. Something's pulling you, or like a sad feeling. Where do you feel that numbness at? That's blocking you. Y'all trolling, bro. Y'all tripping, bro. All right, so let's say you feel numbness in your head, right? Let's say you feel something in your chest. You feel heaviness. You feel sharpness. You feel anxiety in your stomach, and that feels like heavy anxiety. It feels like something is expanding in your stomach. I don't know how that may feel in your body. What does that feel like? So I want you to ask yourself, right? I want you to bring awareness to this sensation that you're feeling in your body. And I want you to focus on it, right? So I want you to kind of picture that sensation separate from yourself. So act like you are like, it's the sensation that you're feeling, that you're focused on, but then it's you looking at that sensation, right? Play this in your mind as you are feeling into that emotion. I want you to ask it these kind of questions. Maybe ask, what are you protecting me from? How long has that emotion or this protective part of you been there? And so if this protector part of you, this sensation, this part of you that's blocking the more vulnerable emotion, if it could speak to you, right? What is this part of you telling you? What has this part of you been carrying? You can ask that part of you. What are you carrying right now? So let's say like you are sitting with this part of you, right? You're sitting with this emotion, right? You're sitting with this numbness that you feel. A lot of times, let's say for me, when I feel numbness, I feel like a flat feeling in my head. It's like somewhere in my head. I don't know, right? But the sensation is there. And sometimes if you just name the sensation that you're feeling, sometimes it will, in some way, it will shift into something else. And you can actually feel that sensation shift in a different way, right? So just by even, if you hear and you doing this, just by like sitting down, bringing awareness to this sensation is definitely in some way, maybe dissolving it in some way. Someone said, I feel poor. And so the goal is to feel the numbness so that you can get to the deeper sadness that you feel. That's really the goal, is to really feel the deeper sadness that you feel. All right, so if you're sitting down, if your eyes is closed, you're bringing awareness to this numbness part of you. What does it feel like in your body? And if you're aware of it, what does it feel like? What is the texture, the texture of it? Now, also, if this part of you, this numbness, could speak to you, maybe you should ask it, what are you feeling right now? Like, What are you carrying? Now, if you just do this alone, like just doing this is light. Like this is just the beginning. If I guarantee if y'all just do this at least for like 5 minutes a day, this would definitely help you to sit with that protecting part of you, that numbness, however that shows up in your body, so that you can feel the more deeper emotions, so you can feel more of your sadness, and you can kind of get to the root and the actual truth of what your body is needing. Sitting with that sadness. Maybe it just needs your presence. Sitting with that sadness. Sitting with that part of yourself that wants closeness. All right, so what is he talking about? Well, you must have not been here from the beginning. We're in the middle of a practice, okay? All right, so you can open your eyes, whatever, right? All right, so if you did this practice, if nothing happened, like that's okay. At least you are practicing. And this could be like a good start for you to start to feel this numbness. Because once you start to feel your numbness, you start speaking to this part of you that's protecting you, you can be able to feel these more vulnerable emotions so that you can release people with juju chew gum. I don't know what that means, bro. So this is just a general practice of just sitting with your numbness, naming and feeling your numbness, however that's showing up in your body, and just sitting with that. And the goal of this is for you to begin to feel the more heavier, vulnerable emotions underneath it. If you come back tomorrow, I have something else that I think will be helpful or useful. But this is just the beginning. Maybe you never felt your emotions before, but this is just a good beginner, like a beginner's guide, to just feeling your numbness. So hopefully this was useful. So hopefully this was useful. This was helpful. And so I want all my men start doing these practices. to feel your emotions, to feel these protective parts of you. Speak to these protective parts of you. Sit with them. Hopefully I'm getting better at doing these lives. I was a little bit nervous. I kind of feel like I'm getting better as the live is going. It's been like 40 minutes. I feeling more confident. And so if you want to go deeper into more emotional clarity, emotional intelligence, and transforming your dating and relationship patterns, this is what I teach in my awareness plug method. And that's going to be in the description. If you want to go more deeper, you want more coaching, relationship dating coaching, from the premise of becoming more self-aware, becoming more healthy, understanding yourself, knowing your values, knowing your dating patterns, knowing your dating relationship toxic patterns. This is what I do. I help people. And so if that's something that you want to do, link is in the description. You can always come back to this video. This is going to be saved. Subscribe if this was helpful. I have more content on my channel. I also have, if you want to, if what I'm doing is useful, if it's helpful for you, bro, subscribe. Also, I have guided meditations. It's on my page. I'm going to put it in this description, but it's pretty much how to feel your loneliness. I'm guiding you through a meditation, which is more detailed. I'm guiding you to feeling your emotions, scanning your body, and also have another one. It's a loneliness meditation. And I'm guiding you through sitting with your loneliness. All right. So all of that will be in the description. So I want to say thank y'all. Hopefully you guys come back tomorrow. I got something. Hopefully it will be useful. Damn, he's speaking about it. What's this y'all talking about, bro? Y'all tripping, bro. So hopefully you guys come back tomorrow. I want to say thank you guys. Even though people was trolling, that's all good. God bless to all y'all, man. For real. All right. Y'all trolling, bro. So I'm about to hang up. Thank you guys. See you guys tomorrow. Subscribe for more content, for more dating and relationship content from a health perspective, self-awareness perspective. You leaving your book? No, it's right. It's over there. So it's good. It's good. No, I ain't leaving it. Look, y'all, I'm out here, man. I ain't forget the book, bro. I got that joint still sitting there, bro. All right, y'all. I'm out. Peace.